Today, we are going to talk about teen pregnancy. There are many different causes of teen pregnancy. Some are early marriage, adolescent sexual behavior, which can include alcohol and drugs, lack of sex education, peer pressure, sexual abuse, which can include rape, poverty, exposure to abuse, violence and family strife at home, low self-esteem or desperation, low education ambitions and goals, and media, which can include social networks. Like I stated, babies can potentially suffer from many different challenges. For instance, since it isn't the baby's fault they're being born into a family with a teen mom, they can suffer from poverty, which means they can live in a bad community or environment. They could also be influenced in things at a very young age, such as violence and crime. The babies could also go through early stages of their parents divorcing or even being raised in a home with a single mom. However, all of these obstacles will hurt the baby in ways in their development. Madison, please stay after class so I can have a word with you. Hey, so I had some parents call me and were complaining because their kids were coming home from school telling them that you were screaming and crying at your boyfriend in the hallway and then went into your class and was crying because you found out you were pregnant.
What? That's none of your business, and now I'm stuck with this baby that I don't even want?
Well, I understand that, but you haven't been showing any participation in any of your classes and you cannot miss any more school.
Well, I don't know what you want me to do about it. I brought you a doctor's note.
Well, you can only have so many of those.
Well, I don't know what you expect from me. I'm stuck with this baby and I don't even want it.
Excuse me?
I'm done.
Madison, I need to speak with you after class, please. Hey, so I've noticed that you miss a lot of school lately and haven't really been participating in class.
Yeah, I've just been really tired and really stressed out.
Is there anything I can do to help you or get you caught up or?
Well, I don't think so. I just found out that I was pregnant, and so I'm just super unsure what to do now.
Have you told your parents?
No, I'm too scared to.
Well, we're going to go see Miss Smith, who is a counselor who can help direct you in any way that you need that will benefit you and get you caught up, and we'll just see what we can do to help with that.
Okay.
If you can stay after class, I can help you get caught up in work today, like the things that you've missed, and I'll also send you tutoring hours so that you'll be able to come in whenever you need to get additional help as well.
Okay, thank you.
In the clips that you just saw, you notice that there are two different examples of how to deal with a problem, such as teen pregnancy. In the first one, you watch an impatient teacher try to talk to a student who is going through a life-changing event. However, in the second video, you watched another clip that was more peaceful from both ends. Both the teacher and the student were able to communicate on a more professional manner, which is very important if a teacher is trying to get through to a student, or in that matter, a soon-to-be teen mom.
Over half of the girls who have babies before the age of 18 do not finish high school, and less than 2% finish college by age 30. Babies born to teens are more likely to have health problems and developmental delays, which will increase the chance that the teen will return to school. Teens who live in poverty are less likely to graduate high school, but nearly half of all teen moms live below the poverty line, which in turn decreases those odds even more. The United States has the highest teen birth rate in the world. 300,000 girls between the ages of 15 and 19 give birth every year in the United States. So that means that over 150,000 of those girls do not finish high school every year.
With that being said, teen pregnancy can influence how students act in a classroom towards their teachers and towards their peers. Teen pregnancy can also influence the way a classroom is set up. For instance, it affects the teacher by making sure that the teen moms are still getting and doing their work because of absences from appointments, being tired, or just from being sick. It also affects the teacher because of having to be there more hours for tutoring sessions or complying with the missed work. Just like it affects a teacher, it can also disrupt the student's learning. Teen pregnancy can also affect the students in the classroom. For example, if a teen mom comes in late, sleeps through class, or makes disruptions that is hindering all the students in the classroom, it all affects the students in the classroom. When a teenager feels like there is not out for their pregnancy, they may feel that there is no other option than to get an abortion. Out of all the teenage girls that become pregnant, 35% decide to have an abortion. Even though getting pregnant during the teen years can affect a young woman's future, so can having an abortion because of the mental, emotional, and physical detriments that can have on a young woman. Some girls choose to have an abortion because of a lack of support and encouragement around them. One of our goals is to educate people so that we can come together as a community around girls to let them know their options and to let them know we support them and the lives they are bringing into the world. There is not such thing as stopping teen pregnancy. It will always be happening and will continue to happen, even if we try and stop it. However, there are certain measures that we can take to prevent it, at least to some extent. There needs to be a plan of implementation put in place to get the ball rolling on this issue. This plan of implementation can include having more trainings for teachers on how to address this issue in a professional manner, having more sex education in schools, making sure teachers are aware of the resources that are out there, and making sure that there is some sort of caseworker on staff to help deal with these issues. There are some schools around the United States that are made specifically for teenage mothers. These schools have resources that are allocated just to help these teenage mothers with professionals that are prepared to deal with all the struggles that a teenage mother will endure. As I said before, we will never be able to truly put an end to teenage pregnancy. But I believe that we as a country can band together and assist these young adults in staying in school so they can finish their education to provide a better life for themselves and their babies. Here, we are interviewing Ashton Thorne, who is one of our great friends, but who is also a volunteer for the Young Lives of Abilene. We loved hearing her shed some light on this issue.
So, are you able to tell us some about this organization that you're a part of?
Yes, I'm a part of this organization called Young Life, and Young Life, it branches out into different sections, and I'm part of the section that deals with teen moms.
So, can you tell us just a little bit about what that is and what you do on a weekly basis?
Yes, so every other Thursday, we are able to meet with their mothers and child and just relate with them and build relationships with them every other week.
Can you tell us a little bit about how this has impacted you personally?
Personally, it's impacted me a lot because I just built like great relationships with the mothers and like just seeing how they have been impacted and seeing like how they're growing in their everyday lives, especially like with the child being there.
So, with your experience and your opinion, do you think that by the girls being involved in this, that it has helped them want to stay in school?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because we are allowed to help them with on this journey that they're on, and so that they have support, they're not by themselves, and we're just like really there to let them know that they're not in this alone and that we all can do this together to help them stay in school.
Thank you.
After listening to Ashton share about Young Lives, it is evident that being involved with teen moms is important for not only their education and development, but for their babies as well. Just like there are many resources for teen moms, there are resources for people of the community to get involved in supporting these young people and finishing their education. There are 300,500 teenage pregnancies that occur on average each year between the ages of 15 and 19. This is relevant to us because Texas is one of the leading states in teenage pregnancies according to the Annie E. Casey Foundation. Additionally, in 2008, women without a high school degree had the highest unintended pregnancy rate. We have a choice to sit back and watch teen moms give up on themselves and their futures, but instead, today we encourage you to rise up and give these teen moms the second chance they deserve. I hope this presentation was eye-opening to you all and that you will stand with us in making a difference in the lives of teenage moms. Thank you so much for listening.